Live from the House of Lemay Makeup and Dressing Room.
Here comes Amber, stop what you're doing. Here comes Amber, she's just doing what she can. Here comes Amber, cue the spotlight. Here comes Amber with 2 drinks in her hand. The matriarch of fashion, from sequins to her glasses, you can't look away. Ask her, does she do it? There's really nothing to it. She's got that feminine gaze. If you have a party, or if you're feeling naughty, call up the House of Lemay. Here comes your favorite gal. Here comes your queen. Here comes the talk of the town. It's Amber Live tonight. The music starts playing. It's time for cabareting on Amber Live tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn off all cell phones and get ready for your host, Amber Lemay.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Amber Live on a beautiful May Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. Really looking forward to tonight's show. It's going to be a special one. But you know what? It's been a crazy week, so let's get right to headlines, okay? Here we go again. Lego is releasing an Everybody is Awesome inclusivity set to celebrate the upcoming Pride Month. So, of course, the conservatives lost their shit. The set, designed by Lego's Matthew Ashton, is meant to make kids feel included and seen, normalizing the GLBTQ plus community. But, according to conservative media and leaders, it's meant to make kids feel included and seen and normalize the GLBTQ plus community, but said in a much meaner and more sinister voice. Fox News host Will Cain exclaimed, "The set looks like it was designed by the KKK's David Duke." What? Wouldn't it be all white if that were the case? The Southern Baptist proclaimed that the set commercializes moral rebellion against Jesus. I think the Catholics have that covered. And of course, the groups that rally against the cancel culture are calling for a boycott of Lego. Now, in a totally unrelated, yet still gayish themed story, Alex Rodriguez is releasing a makeup line for men because Jennifer Lopez broke up with him. Wow. I imagine getting dumped by J-Lo is rough, especially considering she immediately ran to the arms of walking Dunkin' Donuts coffee cup of Ben Affleck. But hey, Rod, please, just move on. We don't need makeup from you. I mean, take your time, heal. But you're a former World Series champion New York Yankee, and you're rich. There are more fish in your sea than in most oceans. Also, let's talk about how hot J-Lo must be in bed. She breaks up with a man, and his first instinct is to produce his own makeup line? I mean, you don't get to that point unless your whole world just collapsed, and now you're like, I gotta fill this hole somehow. Good luck, Alex, and congratulations, Jennifer, on your quest to absolutely destroy grown-ass men. I salute you. Texas Senator and 2-day-old glazed donut Ted Cruz shared Russian military propaganda on his Twitter feed, claiming America's military was emasculated by wokeness and inclusiveness by comparison. Emasculated? Ted? Weren't you the one that kissed Trump's orange butt for 4 years after he called your wife ugly? Aren't you the guy who went away to Cancun when your constituents were dying in a winter storm? Don't talk to us about masculinity, Kremlin Cruz. I'm more masculine than you, and I'm in a dress. And that's this week's headlines. Yes, 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 Russell. I forgot to tell people to like and to share and subscribe. Sorry about that. I just wanted to get into the news. So, Russell, come on in.
Hey, Amber,
I
you know
know.
what you did.
Yes. As soon as there was that little pause, I go, oops, there it is. Yes.
That's later.
Yes. So, Russell, how are things in New York City today?
Things were very nice here, very hot actually. It was around 90 degrees today. So,
Yeah,
but
this week it was hot in Vermont at one. I forget what day it was. Was it Wednesday or Thursday? Burlington, Vermont was the hot spot of the country with 90 degrees. Yes. And people were saying, oh,
yeah,
it's so hot. It's so hot. And then today we had a cold front go through and it got down to 62. Oh, it's so cold. It's so cold. Come on, people. It's Vermont. It's May. Things are going to change. Get used
it's
to
all
it.
global warming,
Climate change, climate change.
Oh, right. We got to market it properly.
Yes, 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 Russ. I know we've got some new viewers tonight because of our special guests. So tell them how they should be watching the show.
Well, the best way to watch, as always, is over on YouTube. And you can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Amber Live. And the reason to watch it there is because on YouTube, Amber is in full HD. So you get to see all the glamour and all the beauty. So we recommend you go over to YouTube and watch there. And while you're there, you can like and subscribe and follow us on YouTube so that you know when we're coming on. And there's a little bell there you can hit to get notifications when Amber goes live. And so it's a lot of fun. And there's all kinds of stuff on YouTube. All our past shows are there. So there's a lot to watch.
Yeah, we've got a lot of different clips on there and full episodes to watch. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. And also, we have some past episodes of Amber Chat that we've been doing for the past, 21, 22 weeks on Wednesday nights. So that's always fun to get on for about 8:15 to 9:15. We just talk about whatever people want to talk about. Boy, last week we had people on from Florida, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, California. We had people from all over the country coming on to Amber Chats. That was fun.
Yeah, and a lot of regulars come on there and they write in questions and we talk about whatever. And it's been everything from getting a hernia in Turkey to what you had for dinner. So you never know what's going to happen on Amber Chat. And we won't even mention the Great Fire episode.
We get updates on the Jericho Fire Department. That's great.
I see Two Toads is accusing you of having some hickeys there, Amber. You must be really in HD tonight if Two Toads can see that.
Two Toads. That's Montana. We got a viewer in Montana tonight. Thank you so much for watching. All right. So Russell, now it's the time for you to stretch your stuff and tell us what you want.
Yeah, here we are talking about our favorite topic, the bustiers, the Lemay bustiers, our super bustiers and our regular bustiers, all of whom contribute to Amber Live and keep us going and on the air or on the stream. Our newest one this week is Christopher Blazevich, and we want to reach out and say thank you to him and to all of our bustiers. They are very important to everything we do, and you can become a bustier using Venmo at RJD Pro. It's right there on the screen. And we have 3 different levels. We have for $25 or more, we'll send you a sticker. For $100 or more, we'll send you a sticker and a magnet of the Amber Live logo. And for $200 or more, a sticker, a magnet, and a mug. And it's a great way to help us out. Using Venmo at RJD Pro. Any amount is fine. If you can't give $25, $5, we've had people give $1. Whatever you can afford would be a huge help. So thank you to all our bustiers. You're very important to the show.
Yes, thank you, Chrissy B. from Indiana. All right. That's why I love looking at that list with people from all over the East Coast, California, and everywhere. So thank you so much for watching. And I see Paul P. is watching from New Jersey tonight. Thank you, Paul. Good to see you. Tell your friends what you're watching. All right, Russell, do we have a picture tonight for caption?
You know what? We did not plan a picture, but this one has never been a caption. We could do this one. So if you've got a caption for this photo, let us know. Send it into Jack. We would love to hear from you. And would be good for some laughs at the end of the show. So we'll caption that one.
Oh, great. And our guests, who are our guests tonight, Russell?
Oh my goodness, our guests tonight. We have some great guests, and we have an old friend. I don't mean to say old, but a dear friend who has been on the show before, very early on, and who we know from P-Town, and that is Misconception. The female delusionist, I believe, is the proper term from Toronto. Is that correct?
Yes.
So Misconception will be on, and then after that, we have a guest that you won't believe. We have DC Glen from Tag Team, and for those of you who remember the 90s, he had a song out there with Tag Team, Whoop, There It Is, which has now become a huge commercial for Geico. Scoop, there it is. So you'll have to stay tuned and hear all about that story.
Yes,
and
fascinating. Go ahead.
All our regulars.
Yes, we have and some irregulars too. We have Rocco. Rusty Peen's back, third week in a row. Lucy Bell is still on hiatus, so we hope to see Lucy Bell next week. I'm not saying anything. Not saying anything. All right, Russell, thank you very much. Well, let's get on with the show.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. Yes, we have a great show lined up. And our first guest, like Russell said, has been on the show before, but looked a little different then. Yeah, and she appeared as Misconception, but tonight we have her male counterpart, Kevin Levesque. Kevin Levesque, come on in. Hi there, Kevin.
Hey, girl, how are you?
I'm doing well. So understand now where are you talking to us from tonight?
I am in Vancouver, British Columbia in Canada right now.
Oh my gosh, that's way over there, isn't it?
Yeah. I've been here just about a month now, I think. It's been about a month now. I'm just visiting my partner, and we're just relaxing and kind of hiding and just in the lockdown. Canada is still locked down. I don't know if you know that.
Yes, it is. That's the case. So have you been performing in any version anyway the past couple months? Oh
no, they haven't had live performances here in Canada since November, or any restaurants or anything. But I did get a chance to go down to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico this year, and I got to perform at the Palm Cabaret and Bar. Yeah. It was really fun. I had the best time. I thought it was going to be busier than it was, but it ended up being not very busy. But I was grateful to just make some sort of money to stay afloat for this pandemic that we're in,
I'm sure. So you had a big announcement this week. Please share that with us.
I did. After all this craziness we've been going through. And by the way, I can't believe I was one of your kind of first guests. First guest, but at the beginning
about a year ago.
The beginning of Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But yeah, I got some good news. After all going through housing and stuff like that, because it's a very big issue in Provincetown. Yeah. I finally managed to land a spot in Provincetown, not for the whole summer, but at least for half the summer. I'm so grateful, at the Pilgrim House, and I'll be starting there on June 11th till August 7th.
Okay, so first of all, tell us some of your past shows that you've done, because you've done some really great themed show. It's a one-person show, but share some of those, and then tell us what this year's show's about.
All right, so yeah, it's a one-woman show. The past shows I did in Provincetown, 2018 and 2019, working with Marcatelli at the Art House. I did Forbidden Disney, which was a dirty Disney show, and did a whole bunch of wonderful Disney characters. I think that's when we met. I was doing Ursula the Sea Witch and the Little Mermaid, actually at the fundraiser with Miss Richfield.
Yes.
And my second year, I did TV Land, which was so much fun. I did all television characters like Lucille Ball, and I did, I Dream of Jeannie and the Flintstones, and just classic stuff that I grew up with. And now I am doing a stage-to-screen show. It's called The Immaculate Misconception, and it is going to be movies and Broadway combined into one. Don't you love the name, The Immaculate Misconception?
Yes, yes, yes. So
So it's going to be a combined.
So tell your costumes. That's what I was impressed so much when I saw your show, because you come out and you look so svelte, and all of a sudden you take this dress off and there's another one off. Then you take another one, there's another one, and how many outfits do you have packed onto that body of yours?
I can get, I think it's about 8. I can get about 8 costumes put on top. I know it's crazy, especially in the sweltering heat. People are,
Yes.
oh, cool. I come out and I'm a moose in a dress, and people are like, "Holy crap!" It's really ridiculous. But yeah, so I layer costumes. This is my whole concept, because lots of drag queens like to go behind a screen on stage and change their costumes, or they have an assistant come with a piece of cloth and they cover them, they change their costumes. I thought it would be really fun to create, many years ago now, about 10 years ago, to create the illusion before your eyes, to just actually just tear away costume after costume after costume after costume, while I'm actually singing live, but also doing the wig changes as well. I have a table on stage and I do all the wig changes as well. So I go from different characters. Like this show I'm doing in Provincetown this season at the Pilgrim House is going to be movies on Broadway. So I'm opening the show doing Sister Act on roller skates, because everyone loves a roller skate nun.
Oh, because they're waiting. They're waiting for you to fall. They're waiting.
Exactly, right, exactly. And I'll be doing Tracy Turnblad from Hairspray. I'll be doing Chicago. I'll be doing Rocky Horror Picture Show, Grease. I'll be doing Moulin Rouge, Sound of Music. I'll be doing Annie. I'm just going to do all the classics, because, I think that everyone has a little bit of Broadway art, and they always remember these characters from when they were younger. And I know that people are also dying to see live entertainment again and get back to some sort of normalcy. And I can't wait, because I'll be fully vaccinated when I get to the States as well, too.
Good.
Well, I'm getting vaccinated in the States, yes. So.
All right. So you're performing what nights of the week in Provincetown?
So I'll be there on June 11th till August 7th at 6 p.m. And I will be performing mostly Fridays and Saturdays. That's probably the only days. But I actually will be there for a 2-week stretch during Bear Week. So I'll be there starting July 5th till July 18th. So I will be there for a two-week run. But it will be from, like I said, June 11th to August 7th. And that will be every Friday and Saturday. So you can catch me every Friday and Saturday, no matter what, or you'll catch me for the 2 week for the Bear Week. So if there's any bears watching out there, come see this.
There's a whole bear contingent from Burlington who will be there. I know that. But you're also, when you're not in P-Town, you're going to be going elsewhere, going back and forth. What with that?
I know, it is crazy. So I landed, thanks to my girlfriend, Kim Kuzma, I landed a wonderful summer spot in Ogunquit, Maine as well. So I'll be performing in Ogunquit, Maine on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from June 10th to August 9th. And I'll be doing 3 different shows there, actually. I'll be doing a movie show, I'll be doing a Broadway show, and I'll be doing my Disney show.
Oh, jeez.
So it is going to be a packed. I'm going to be going back. I know. You know what? I would never have gone back and forth, but I just I was screwed. I mean, like every performer, every waiter, every, person that works on a cruise ship or whatever, we all lost our jobs. So I just need to make up some money to try to survive. So I thought I can suck it up. So I'm going to be taking a taxi cab, then a bus to Boston, then a ferry to Provincetown, stay for 2 days, and then do it all back and forth all summer long.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it sounds fun.
That's why I drink.
Good thing it's a 6 o'clock show.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's so exciting, Kevin. Oh,
Thank
just
you.
to be back on stage, but also to, that's, as performers, that's what we like to do. Yeah, it's tough, but the opportunity and the stories you're going to have.
Right.
Oh, I hope you write everything down and keep a diary.
Oh yeah, I am so organized too. It's crazy. I already bought my bus tickets. I already bought my ferry tickets for the whole 2 months. I am so organized. I'm ready to start this new journey because I need to be on stage making people laugh.
That's great. So you're all those costumes. Do you make them yourself or?
I did not. I designed a lot of them, but a lot of them are just designed because of, obviously Tracy Turnblad has her significant dress, and Annie has the same little red dress. But I kind of designed how they're going to be layered on top of each other from short to long, short to long. And my friend Jose Luis makes them in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and my friend Richard Ryder in Toronto. And also I have a new seamster that's been working with me making some stuff named Jeff Christensen from Toronto as well. So I have about 3 people that help me out and kind of design them all. And that's key to trying to layer the costumes to not make yourself look like you are actually wearing 10 or 8 to 10 costumes, kind of layering them the way and folding the fabric. So when I rip off a short dress, it goes to a long dress.
Oh, amazing.
It's all folded up inside.
When we saw your TV show, we were just amazed because we couldn't tell. Normally you could see some bulges or some folds, but no, it was so good. So good. Well, right. Kevin, thank you so much. Good luck to you. I know you're fixing dinner for your partner, but if you could come back on later on, and if you have any questions for DC Glen, I'd love for you to listen to him, and it's called Ask Away. And because people have questions that I don't ask. So if you come back, we'd love to have you ask a question of DC Glen. So thank you very much, Kevin.
I'd love it.
All right. Thank you. Good luck. And our paths will cross again. Yes, they will. All right. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Can you imagine being in P-Town for a couple of days and going up to Algonquin, then back and forth? Oh, that sounds like so much fun. Thank you, Kevin. Congratulations. What a gig. That is great. All right. Now, we've gotten a lot of response from our new character that has joined our show the past couple of weeks, Rusty Peen. And I wonder what he's been thinking and drinking about this week. Let's find out.
Thinking and drinking with Rusty Peen. Oh, this is Rusty Peen here of the Beaver Pond Guns Tackle Society. Our mission is to arm our drag queens because a load of drag queens is safe drag queen, don't you know? Dude, I'm fucking stoked to be here today. We're gonna learn fucking lot on the show. Dress for the job that you want, but don't accept any job that makes you go through more than one interview. 2 interviews means too many questions, and the less they know, the better. Don't take your kids to the water park in the summertime. Instead, get a slip and slide in your backyard, wait till mud season. You got a free water park right there for you. Don't have to go nowhere either and stand no lines. Oh, I got a flusher. It's like Pappy Peen used to say. Sometimes a fart is just a cough inside your pants. Good champagne right there. One time I was reading a book. Just one time. Oh, check this shit out. According to a 1990 study at Baylor College of Medicine, Houston, dude, that's in Texas, 3 beers a day may control cholesterol as effectively as jogging, according to recent research. Moderate beer imbibing, that's a $2 word, seems to increase the body's high-density lipoprotein, which is a type of cholesterol linked with reduced heart disease risk. Moderate exercise also raises the HDL levels, and the benefits appear to be joggers who take up beer drinking do not register the HDL. Dude, I gotta remember that next time I'm going to beer run. How do you buy a used car? Ask yourself this. How much time do you intend to be sleeping in it? That's the real question right there. Dude, last thing that Pappy Peen ever said to Ma Peen was he's going out for cigarettes. Anyone else would have been really sad except for Pappy Peen worked for a cigarette company. He had a heart attack on the job, don't you know? Dude, try not to have a heart attack anywhere between Saturday and Monday. Best day for that is Tuesday through Thursday. Dude, fucking beautiful, dude. Oh, dude, guess what? I got an idea. Huh. Well, the idea's gone, but it was a good one. Oh, this has been Thinking and Drinking with Rusty Peen. Thanks for joining me. Hope you all learned something today. Don't you know? Didn't you, sir?
Yes, whatever he said. Thank you, Rusty. Have a good one. I have to remember that next time if I ever choose to buy a used car, how much do I plan on sleeping in it? Hey, Russell, do you have any suggestions on that?
Well, let's hope you don't have to sleep in your car, Amber.
Well, you never know. You
never know, especially when you're traveling from show to show around the country. So
that's right. All right.
We have
good.
a lot coming up in this show still. We have DC Glen. We're almost there. We're very excited about that. And Rocco after him. And so let's keep moving here.
Yeah, and a brand new segment this week. It's Amber's Ghost Guest. Yes. Well, I ask questions of someone else who's not on the show. So, yeah, our ghost guest.
So just a reminder of our caption this photo. If you've got a funny caption for that one, send it in for Jack in the comments, and we'll talk about those at the end of the show. One more chance to say thanks to our Boostiers and let you, if you'd like to help out Amber Live and keep us on the interwebs, use Venmo at RJD Pro, and we do appreciate all of our Boostiers very, very much. Thank you all for helping us out.
Yeah, I see Bianca Wolwick on there, one of our Boostiers. She was on the show a couple of weeks ago with the imposter syndrome. That was fascinating. Her husband lands today. His ship comes in. He's in the Navy. And so she's all excited about that. So good luck to you.
Yeah, and then they're headed to Hawaii.
Good luck to him.
I do want to remind people that we have a giveaway. I think this is the very last day for this one. If you'd like to enter to win our muscle shirt with the Amber Live logo on it, just click to win at amberlive.tv, and you can enter there. And then a word from our sponsor.
Hey, it's Lucy Bell. Have you visited the Amber Live store to get your own amazing Amber Live merch? Just visit amberlive.tv and you can see all the incredible items we have for you. Regular coffee mugs, large coffee mugs, and even magic coffee mugs. T-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, tote bags, and even beach towels. Y'all, they make great gifts for your friends. I've got mine. Just visit the Amber store at amberlive.tv and order yours today.
Thank you, Lucy Bell. And since Lucy Bell made that commercial, we've added pillows too. Oh, they're so comfortable, and they come in square or rectangular. And what I really like about it is there's a zipper there so you can take the cover off and wash it because, stains happen sometimes. Yep, they do. So thank you, Lucy. And we hope Lucy Bell's back with her bitching in the kitchen next week. Let's hope. All right. So as we said, we have a new segment in our show tonight, and that is Ghost Guest. And it's a new segment, and where we imagine 5 questions we would ask an imaginary guest who we definitely can't afford to have on our show. And tonight's guest is J-Lo. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for being on the show. My first question for you, Jennifer, is do you still practice pole dancing from Hustlers? And if so, who tips more, Alex or Ben? Question 2, why Ben Affleck and not P. Diddy? Question 3, do you have to like Dunkin' Donuts to be with Ben, or are you allowed other coffee options? Question 4, do you still have the dress? And if so, may I borrow it? I'll have it cleaned before I return it. Honestly. And finally, question 5, are you sticking with Benifer, or do we have a new celebrity name for you? Maybe Affles. No, that sounds like an insurance company for women who love women. Affles. No, that's not going to work. Oh, well. Thank you, J-Lo, for being this week's ghost guest. Who's going to be the ghost guest next week? Do you have any suggestions? Let us know. All right. I could tell you on and on about who and what our next guest has done, but we've got a clip that says a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, this song was number 1 in 1993. It's synonymous with your Chicago Bulls in the 90s. Here to perform it live, please welcome Tag Team!
Our next guest has probably created more fun and excitement with their latest single than any other recording this year. You probably hear it at every good party you go to. The song on the Bellmark label is entitled Whoop There It Is. Ladies and gentlemen, give them some love. It's Tag Team.
This is Tag Team! Party people! Something like this. Check it, let's keep it. Party on party, people, let me hear some noise. Hands in the air, shake your head. These are the words we need in Whoop There It Is. Whoop There It Is. Whoop There It Is. Whoop There It Is. Whoop There It Is.
Please welcome half of Tag Team DC Glen. DC Glen. Do you ever get tired of that? Can't hear you. You're muted there, DC Glen.
Which way to go? Which way to go? Hey, everybody.
Hey, DC Glen. Do you ever get tired of seeing that?
No, I don't. Actually, I haven't seen that in a while, and I was very happy to see that. That's a little.
Oh my God! So that song was almost 30 years ago,
Yeah.
and it just keeps getting recycled, and just a new generation just goes, whoop, there it is.
Yeah.
How exciting that must be. So I know you grew up in Denver, and that's where you met the other tag team member.
Yep.
And so tell us about how you guys got together and how that came about.
Actually, we grew up together. We met each other in high school, and we just became instant friends. And we all had musical aspirations, so we ended up being in the band together and just really becoming a community of good friends in high school. And one thing led to another. And I went to college, and the band kind of disbanded, and me and Steve kind of stuck together, and we kept making music. And then we started making rap music. I started DJing, and then I started writing, and he was doing the same. And probably my junior year in college at Sac State University, Steve moved down to Atlanta, Georgia. And I went down to visit him. I was like, hey, I could do this. So when I finished up college, I moved down to Atlanta, Georgia, and then started DJing at the clubs. And we had kind of switched our style of music because we were in a different region. And back then, everything was hip hop, LA and New York. And we're down south, and they have a form of music called bass music. So we had to conform. When in Rome, act like the Romans, and we had to conform. And our first attempt to make Southern music was Whoomp There It Is. And I mean, it just blew up. It was just, people think it's this Manhattan Project, rocket science thing that we had all kind of theorems and whiteboards, and we had lab coats on. We were making the song. No, it's just a song about just young men chasing women on a Friday night. You know what I mean? So just like every other country song out there, every other rock and roll song, that's what it was about. And it just happened to blow up, and we signed our deal with Bellmark Records, and I gave my 2 weeks, and in about a month and a half, we were platinum, and the rest is history.
All right, so I understand when the day that you recorded the song, you were DJing at, I read it was a gentleman's club. Can you explain what
Magic City. Yeah,
what,
Magic City.
what's a gentleman's club?
Huh?
What's a gentleman's club in Atlanta?
The Gentleman's Club is a strip club where
Okay.
women dance butt naked for a bunch of money, and I'm the one that's making the party go. So the better the DJ, the more money you make, and I was a very good DJ.
I bet you were.
And everybody used to come from far and wide. I knew all the stars, I knew all the athletes in Atlanta, and that was back then when Atlanta was growing into what it is now. And I was in a good position because I got to play my songs at work, right? And when we finished Whoomp There It Is, I brought it to work. I had to work that night, dropped it in the cassette, and to this day, that's one of the biggest, that is the biggest record I have ever, that's the biggest response on any record I've ever played, and I've been DJing for 30 years, man, so it's worked out that way.
So, the most recent reincarnation of the song is the Geico commercial. And I don't care who you are, people love that commercial. It's just a happy commercial. How did that come about? Did they contact you, or did you contact them?
Well, I'm an SEO specialist, right? So
I'm sorry, what is that? What does that mean?
Okay, SEO specialist. SEO means search engine optimization. So I build websites, I optimize them, so when I want to get on the first page of Google for something, I can. And it took me a long time to learn it. But part of that is laying breadcrumbs across the universe, right? And, I had a situation about 10 years ago where everybody thought Barack Obama was in our video, and we do all this press and everything, but I had nothing to show for it after a week. And I vowed that would never happen again because I really felt that we missed money, right? And that's when I started my SEO career. I started building the website, started optimizing them, got into the social media thing. And back then, if you type in tag team, it was all wrestling. You type in tag team today, it's all tag team. So I get a call from my acting agent. My acting agent's like, DC, you booked a Geico commercial. I'm like, don't play with me. I didn't even audition for a Geico commercial. And she's like, DC, they wanted tag team for a Geico commercial. I was like, oh, tag team. So I have a tag team phone that's connected to the website. They call it that phone, but I rarely answer that phone. Then they kept looking for me, and they found me on the second attempt on my IMDb profile, and they called my agent. Talk about synergy. And I let my agent, I said, it's just time to break bread with the agent. I let my agent make the deal because I'm an actor, a voice artist. This is perfect. I don't have to buy any lawyers. I don't have to do anything. All I got to do is just got to make the deal. And we made that deal, and it's probably going to end up being the most lucrative deal I've ever made in my life.
Seriously.
Like there are about 5 things I want to talk to you about, but I can't because I'm under a non-disclosure agreement. But
come on. I won't tell anybody.
I can tell you. It has to do with ice cream, right? So, and it's just been a beautiful thing, man, because there are so many unintended consequences of all this happening because we've been in a pandemic, and usually a Geico commercial just blows up your career, but we can't do shows. We're stuck in a pandemic, right? We're starting to now, but basically what I did was I came up with my own PR, right? And I joined an organization called the Public Relations Society of America. And I was on a Zoom call, and they gave me the game, and I haven't looked back, and it's the reason that we're talking right now. Because I didn't give up. I didn't quit. I switched it up. I took lemons, made lemonade, and it was some really good lemonade, by the way. And now, I drop press releases all the time. We were just, about a month ago, we were Grand Marshals for the NASCAR Talladega 500. I'm working on Ellen. I'm working on Kelly Clarkson's show. I'm working on all these things. So, it's funny because everybody think this is a redemption. This is tag team is back and all that, but it's not that. This has been in the works for years. This is a story of never giving up. This is a story of steadfastness. This is a story of perseverance. This is a story of hard work. And now I'm getting to reap the benefits of all the things that I've done in my life. And it's just, coming to a nice, neat button. And now I'm, 2020 was one of the best years of my life. I shot 2 movies. Did 3
What movies? Yeah, tell us more about your acting career. What have we seen you in?
Well, I just started acting in 2018, right? And I just went really hard. It got good to me. And I was in class every day, and sometimes 2-3 times a day. And that was all the way to the pandemic. And I just kept training and training and training. And then my one of my acting coaches called me and said she was casting a movie called My Corona, and could I get to Nebraska? I was like, yeah, I got a hazmat suit. I'll be there. And I went and shot my first movie in a cornfield, just underneath all the stars, right? And not only is it a movie about, the start of the coronavirus, but it's about shooting. There's a documentary on the other side about shooting a movie in Corona, in a pandemic. So a couple months later, I get a call for my second movie, and I booked that, and that's called The Mediator, which is it's a real good drama, and I'm playing a detective. Then I booked in a lot of voiceover. I booked Tyler Perry House of Pain, and then Here Comes Geico. So and I auditioned constantly, and that's what I was doing before we got on. We started talking, and I know that I'm not going to give up. And my goal was to be a working actor, and now I have to kind of pinch myself because I've been a working actor for the last year, right?
Oh my gosh!
Actor, right? So everything is beautiful for me. I just grind, I hustle, I don't give up, I play offense, and I stay as positive as I possibly can.
I feel that positivity now. One of our viewers is asking, what is the most important thing that you recommend an upcoming artist should do to benefit their career? And also says your music slams. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you very much. Usually, what I do when people ask me that question, I say, "Give me your email," and I send them a file. And that file, and there's a book. And if they don't want to read or can't read, there's a video. And if they look at that book or read that book or look at that video, then give it back with me. Then I'll give them to the next step, right? And I can tell you 98% of people don't hit me back, but the people that do will still be confused, but at least I'll know they tried, right? And what it is that I'm giving them I'm telling them the things that I wish somebody had told me when I was a young man, right? And I'm giving them the back end instead of the front end, because the back end is the most important part. The front end is the stars, the cars, all that stuff, right? I care less about that, but the back end is when all that fades and all your celebrity fades. What do you have? And if you don't have your music publishing, then you're going to just become an old, bitter artist, and you're never going to make another record again. And, the music industry is littered with those. I'm not one of them because even though I had a bad situation, I chose to stay I chose to look at the glass half full instead of the glass half empty. And I kept grinding, and I kept working, and I kept fighting. And, that's what has to happen. We still make money. We still was doing shows. We still were doing all kind of things, but I'm blessed to have, maybe in 2003, I think, I realized I had a forever hit record because I'm sitting in the movies looking at Will Ferrell dance on the table to Whoomp There It Is in a Christmas movie, right? So I'm like, whoa, I got a pension plan now. Now it's up to me to make my own money, right? And I would tell them, work hard, learn about music publishing because that's the only thing that matters, and just don't give up. If you start, you can't give up. Everything I start, I do not give up, ever.
All right. You mentioned that ice cream was involved. Now we are calling from Burlington, Vermont, home of Ben and Jerry's. Mm-hmm. Are they involved with anything? Blink twice.
Not yet.
Okay, and also, who came up with the line "sprinkles"? Was that in the script, or is that
Okay, so
spontaneous?
I'm an actor, right? And when we finalized the deal and everything, it initially was supposed to be Soup There It Is, right? So I'm like, okay, let me start preparing. And I'm looking at Seinfeld episodes, trying to find the Soup Nazi episode so I can get ideas, right? But then they call me like, no, no, it's not going to be Soup There It Is. It's going to be, it's going to be Scoop There It Is. And I was like, ice cream. It took me back to my childhood because my father used to make us ice cream. And he used to put the eggs and the milk and the sugar and the vanilla in the bowl, and we'd go get the cylinder ready, put the ice around it with the rock salt, and he poured it in, and he'd be like, "All right, get busy." And my brother would turn 5 minutes, and I would turn 5 minutes, and 20 minutes later, we had ice cream. And it's it was such a visceral and such a emotional, um, you know, memory that I wanted to bring that essence to the commercial. So I said, I'm going to come with about 7 or 8 things that I could bring to this commercial. And one of them was a spinning scoop, but I couldn't find anybody to make it. So I didn't think we were going to be able to do that. And another one was sprinkles because I know kids love sprinkles. I don't know why. Because I think sprinkles are nasty, but hey, they love sprinkles. And, then a bunch of other stuff, right? And we had a production meeting, and I asked the director, I said, hey, I got some ideas, like whatever you want to do, DC. And we shot everything I wanted to do. And those are the nuances that make that commercial solid, right? Because we had our production in our meeting, and I was like, hey, I couldn't find nobody to make a spin and scoop, so we're not going to be able to do that, but we can do. He's like, no, 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 no. It'll be done tomorrow. It's like, what? And they had my spinning scoop. They had a dump truck full of sprinkles. And we shot that video all day, and then it was over, and I knew that when they sent it to me and I saw it, I knew it was big, but I knew it was big when it said Geico, and I know what it means to people when they do a Geico commercial. So I gave it everything I had, and it seems like you wouldn't do that to something like that. It's just a commercial, could just showed up and did what they wanted, but that's not me, right? I understood what I had, and now, you know, everything, it's been a piece of the puzzle that I've been, the fabric I've been weaving together because I've been hustling all my life in a good way. I'm a licensed commodities broker. I know SEO. I do voiceover. I'm an actor. I do a whole bunch of different things. When everybody told me that, when I was younger, I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. But if you live long enough and you hustle long enough, you become masterful at some of those trades, and then they all serve you, right?
Well, my gosh, DC Glen, I can just imagine some mother pushing or father pushing their child down the ice cream or the grocery store, and they see the sprinkles, just yell sprinkles.
Hey, hey man, I've embraced it, and they call me Mr. Sprinkles now, and I'm okay with that.
Oh, well,
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with
well,
that.
oh my gosh, DC Glen, thank you so much. You are such an inspiration, and just what a wonderful story of perseverance and just
And I appreciate you
self-challenging.
guys. I appreciate you guys for having me because I learn more from talking to people, and I just really appreciate you guys letting me come on here and run my mouth.
Okay. Well, our previous guest, Kevin Levesque, Levesque, excuse me, is a drag queen known as Misconception, and I believe Kevin has a question for you. So, Kevin, hello there. So, Kevin, do you have a question for DC Glen?
Hey, DC, nice to meet you. Pleasure. I have a question for you. Now, you talked about your voiceovers,
Yeah.
that you're doing voiceovers. I researched yourself a little bit more, and I noticed that you're doing something 2021 with The Simpsons. Can you talk more about that?
No, I can't.
That's it. I love it. I love it. Hey, a good old NDA. We all have an NDA.
All I can talk about is next Wednesday on NBC. That's all I can talk about.
Ooh, it's that close.
Hey, man, there's so much going on. I'm telling you, and I am truly blessed, and I'm grateful that people have been, I've been blessed to touch the world. And all I want to do is, like I said, is just talk to as many people as I can and try to help people and inspire people to do things and be great and be successful in life and, make this life worth living. And if I could do that with just a couple people, I'm happy, man. So that's
Well, you've done it with a lot of people. I know 2 people right here tonight you've done it with, and millions
So,
more.
and I'm humble. I'm not.
yeah.
Hey, I'm just a regular guy. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So,
We do have one of our people who do want that file, and we will forward that email address to you.
Hey, send me that, and I'll send you the link, and they can have at it.
All right.
If they finish that, it's in that file. If they want to call me, they can call me.
I would love that file too.
All right. Yeah. Very good. We'll send it on. Well, thank you so much, DC Glen. Thank you very much, Kevin. Good luck to both of you. And DC, come back and talk to us again about that. And Kevin, we want to hear more about your travels.
Before I go.
Yes.
Sprinkle! I'll end on that. You guys, y'all have a great evening. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Right, thank you. Thank you, DC. Thank you, Kevin. Oh my God. This is I think our 62nd show, 62 weeks in a row. And every week I'm just blown away by the guests that we have here. And I want to thank Russell Dreyer for getting DC Glen and arranging for Kevin to be here from British Columbia and all that. It's an amazing work that he does to make this happen. I'm just the pretty one. So thank you very much, Russell. And speaking of pretty ones, I think our next appearance is Rocco. Rocco.
Hey, Amber, how you doing?
All right. I didn't realize it was Casual Sunday.
Well, I was just digging in my garden. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Particular garden tool. Yeah.
But that is not actually a hoe. That is called a cultivator.
What?
Yes.
Oh, this is bull crap.
Just saying.
That's the problem when you go out and buy a hoe nowadays. You don't know what you're going to get.
Don't know what you're going to get. Nope.
Anyway, so, after last week, I'm not going to get into it now, but maybe this time on Amber Chat this week, I want to talk about how easily offended some people get and how offensive I am. When it comes to comedy, I don't want to hear anything about being offended. It's like there's a time and a place for being offended, and it's not comedy. Anyway, we'll talk about that a little more on Amber Chat.
Okay, can't wait.
That's right. Cultivator equals fancy hoe. Right, maybe that's why I paid a little more for the fancy hoe.
Cultivated.
I won't talk about hoes anymore until Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Ho, ho, ho. Ha, ha, ha.
So next week is Memorial Day weekend, Rocco. Do you have anything planned?
Believe it or not, I'm going to be working. You believe that? I know. This is killing me. I want to go have a barbecue or to hang out with some babes, but I got to go to work. So I'm going to be one of those people reading the erotic poetry to nurses on Memorial Day.
Well, they need culture too. They can be cultivated hosed too.
They could be. I don't know what I'm getting anymore.
Oh,
well, I don't know what you're doing up in Vermont, but New York, they're getting rid of the mask mandate. Unless if you've been vaccinated twice, which I have, because I like a good shot in the arm every now and then. But it's so bizarre to go into places and see people without masks. I'm kind of freaking out about this. And I know it's good. It's good to start getting back to normal. But I mean, I'm so freaked out. I'm putting my mask on. I can't wear my mask. I've got a flu. Anyway. My mask has a special feature that puts a brick wall on it. It's pretty cool. You should see people stare.
Rocco, flip it over so we have the white side, and then we won't see.
They don't see his snot.
Did he just cut himself off? That's hilarious.
So, but here in Vermont, we are up to almost 77% of the people have at least one shot.
That's
and I think
fantastic.
In New York, are you 50% yet? I think maybe 54.
It's about that. It's ridiculous. And there's people running around. The problem is, I don't trust anybody. I see somebody without a mask, I'm thinking you're just an anti-mask person, and now your day has come. Oh, hallelujah.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't cough on me, you bastard.
I like someone. Oh, it's the honor system. Well, how well does the honor system work at the 5 items or less lane at the grocery store?
Exactly.
Yes.
Now it's going to be 30 items at the 5 items or less lane and no mask.
And how many women have you told that you've had a vasectomy?
Oh, well, yeah, it's on the honor system. If I'm honor, that's my system. But that's different. Come on.
Okay.
I'm not spreading disease. I'm just spreading the love.
Spreading your love.
Yeah.
So, Rocco, you look casual tonight. Is that is it? But it's warm down there, isn't it? Or where you are?
It's hot. You believe this? It's like almost 90.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I was out in the garden, like I said, hoeing. And, I wasn't going to wear my usual outfit because it might get dirty. So I put on the traditional V-neck tee and, casual. Yeah, sure. Why not? It's casual Sunday.
It looks good. It looks good on you there, Rocco.
Thank you. What have you been up to? DC Glen, by the way, that was a fantastic. I'm so impressed with you guys right now. Misconception. Looked a little manly tonight, but still. DC Glen, what a cool guy. I'd like to hang out with him, right?
Oh, yes. Fascinating story and his perseverance and his, just working at all kinds. You're always going for something else. Wonderful.
And you guys never mentioned Tag Team's song for the movie Gordy, Pig Power. Oh, you guys got to check that one out, too. And the Addams Family, I don't know did he mention that?
No. I mean, there was so much, so much.
Addams Family Values, they did the whoop, Addams Family, there it is, at the end of the movie. Addams Family Values. Check it out, it's good.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. No, he was fascinating.
Yeah.
Not afraid to talk either, was he?
No, I wonder when he's got to go to the bathroom, does he go, Tinkles? I'm going to do that from now on.
Tinkle.
Tinkles. Poop. Poop. There it is. Poop. Gotta piss. Poop.
Okay, Rocco.
I promised I wasn't going to do a parody of the song, and here I am. Poop,
there you are. There you go. There you are.
Tinkles.
All right, Rocco. Looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday at the Amber Chat for our serious talk.
Yeah, we're getting down and dirty with some stuff.
All right. That's a tease for people to watch on Wednesday night, Amber Chat.
Right. Come check it out Wednesday night, Amber Chats.
All right. Thank you, Rocco. Have a good one.
Right on.
All right. Never know what to expect with Rocco. Hey, Jack.
Here I am.
There you are. Whoop, there you are.
Whoops. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. All right. So let's, any good comments this week?
We had a lot of good comments for the surprise photo. Let's see that, Russell. Somebody thinks that this is Amber's parents, and I wanted to know if that's Edna St. Vincent Lemay.
No, there's no pictures of her.
Gary says, sorry, Queenie, you lose. Tonight we're watching Amber Lemay. She's my queen.
Ooh, thank you, Gary.
And Steve said, that dadgum Amber best be getting off my picture box and my lawn. Karen says, Ma, that feller is wearing a dress. Pa, he ain't right. Let's see what else we got here. I got some. Oh, Kim says, now here's Amber Lemay. It's got to be more like that wire in the tin can kind of a sound.
Here's Amber Lemay. Amber Lemay on since the 1918 pandemic.
And I got one more for you.
One more?
Who said, welcome back. Oh, no, that was Kim who said, welcome back to Amber Lemay.
Yes.
Cousin Greg says, in the winter we have time to set and think. Mostly set.
Now, is that set or sit?
Set. We set to setting down.
Oh, okay.
But,
As opposed to lie down and lay down. Yes.
Yeah, you set to something.
Okay.
And there's a TV set as well.
Okay, all right.
I think that Lucy Bell can tell you setting to things.
Yeah.
She knows a thing or two about that.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, we had some good comments about your ghost guest. Kim wants to
yes.
see Prince as your ghost guest.
Ooh, that'd be a ghost.
But Karen wants to see Barack Obama.
Oh.
Like the Irish Barack Obama.
Oh, I'd have some questions for him. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you for those suggestions.
Yes.
For our ghost guest. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Russell, come on in and join the fun.
Hello.
Oh, my God. Russell, wasn't that fascinating?
That was a fantastic interview, both of them. But
Whoa.
DC Glen was just amazing.
Great
Just
story
a nice,
about
it was a nice compliment of guests. Yes, very, very nice.
And inspiring to hear him talk about, just persevere, keep going.
Yeah. So, Russell, I understand we're not sure what we're doing next week. It's a holiday weekend, so we may take it off, or we may show an extra special Amber Live. I don't know.
It might be the all Rocco Amber.
We'll get canceled for sure.
But no, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
We'll make that announcement later in the week.
Yes. But whatever it is, well, like I said, we've done this 62 Sundays in a row, so maybe we might take a night off. That's it.
Finally.
Yes. All right. But we will be back. We will be on Wednesday night for Amber Chat at 8:15. We'll make an announcement then about what we're doing. And we'll do it that. And Cindy says, take it off. But is she talking to you, Jack? Or is she talking what? I'm not sure.
I think she's talking to you about the show. Pull the plug.
One way or another, I'm sure it's insulting.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tonight's show.
Thanks.
Wonderful job. Thank you. All right. Yes. Oh my goodness. And thank you for watching. And if you appreciate the show, send us a comment to Amber Lemay or Amber Lemay Live at gmail.com. Make a comment, make a contribution if you can. That'd be fine too. But thank you so much. We've been enjoying to do this for you. And we may be back next week. Who knows? Bye-bye. Have a good week.
So, this one time at band camp, I was... Stop! What are you doing? That kind of joke's not appropriate for this show. This is a show?